Day two. Yesterday, I went to the library and I started rummaging through some books about art. Took some pictures of the things that actually catched my attention. Also because I wanted to find out what I like and what kind of a style I'm more inclined to. I've noticed, for example, I don't like 70s and 80s very much. I'm more interested into the 90s or some experimentalist in the 60s. And I also got myself, always from the library, 3 books. This is Learning to Look at Modern Art. Art Now, Volume 2. I haven't found Volume 1, but possibly I haven't even looked properly. So I'm gonna do exactly the same thing. I'm gonna look through. I'm very attracted to installations. The idea of the installation really fascinates me. Like when I was doing the exhibitions of my own photographs, this is what I really like. And then Tate Modern, the handbook. So I'm gonna look at them later on today, because then yesterday I also had my first 12-hour shift in the care home. Thoughts. I actually liked it. I don't have the idea of the smell very strong in me. I do still feel, and it is 3:30 now, so I mean I finished at 8 o'clock this morning. The idea of the smell in me, but not much difference of other smells I've carried with me when I had my period, or when I had to deal with Virginia or the dogs. So that didn't faze me very much. And in those glimpses of 5 minutes of silence and tranquility that we had among all the buzzers and all the things that we had to do, I actually felt very much the idea of this white sanatorium more than a care home. And it reminded me very much of Gorizia, of my hometown, my grandmas, my great-grandpas, whom I don't have very many memories of, but this kind of Austro-Hungaric white tiled kind of structure. And somewhat my mind was fascinated by the idea of minimalizing it, doesn't exist the word, making it even more minimal, and then filling it with some very striking modern and colorful artworks. So my mind was actually on a creative framework, even though I was among the shit and poor people with dementia. So this is my plan. Other thing, I actually went to Blackburn College. There is a level 3 full-time course in art and design. I've got a meeting tomorrow morning to look at the course in detail. So I have to weigh down exactly expenses, living expenses, what it would entail time-wise, but it could be a good way to go. Yes, so that's me done. I've got some other ideas that went through my mind, like using a collage or making a collage of newspapers and structures and things, and I'm always fascinated by objects and shapes and different materials. So when I was actually parked, when I went to pick up my car at the mall where I've left it, there was actually a box full of these green fluffy things, which I might be used, might not be used, I don't know. I feel also the need to start taking some pictures, so I'm thinking about the sort of another thing that I've noticed, sometimes I go around, I walk around and I look at people and I notice that they have like a very definite artistic, creative, also fashion style, which I don't think I have, unless this plain blues and greys that I wear is my signature fashion style. So I also thought about experimenting with some of the thousands of different clothes that I have upstairs, and see if my creativity goes in any direction. So, up to the next chapter.